Okay, here we go. Picture this. By noon that Saturday, they'd already pulled in over $3,000 in parking cash, right on my land. By 4 in the afternoon, every last one of those cars was getting hooked up to a tow truck, chains rattling, engines growling. And the HOA president, standing smack in the middle of my hay field. Face pale, eyes wide, looking like a guy who just watched his entire retirement fund drive away on a flatbed. Yeah, there was nothing left for him to do but watch it happen. My name's Anderson Briggs. I'm 62 now, retired commercial real estate attorney. Spent 30 solid years down in Charleston fighting over property lines, easements, deeds, all the fun stuff. Until I said enough. Bought myself 106 acres up here outside Greenville, upstate South Carolina. Figured the best use of everything I'd learned was, well, to never use it professionally again. I cut hay on the front 60, lease the back 40 to a cattle guy next door. Live in this old 1951 farmhouse, good bones. Drafty windows. Front porch that catches that golden late afternoon light. Honestly, that view alone has paid me back for every headache life ever threw at me. I'm laying all this out up front because, look, when you've spent 3 decades neck deep in property law, you don't stumble onto someone charging folks to park on your land and think, wonder what I should do. Nah, you already know. You've known for 30 years. So that Saturday morning in September, I'm coming back from the feed store. Dust kicking up behind the truck, radio low, and I roll past my front field. And there it is, orange traffic cones everywhere. Big sloppy hand-painted sign, event parking $20. Some guy in a yellow vest happily taking cash from a line of cars snaking in through my open gate. I didn't even blink. I just started running the playbook, the one I've carried in my head since the 80s. The folks across the fence. Palmetto Ridge Community Association. 194 homes. Built out in phases from 2013 to 2018. Nice enough place. Shared my eastern fence line for maybe a quarter mile. For the first 5 years, peaceful. Waves over the fence. Folks walking their dogs along the path on their side. No drama. Live and let live. Then Victor Slade becomes president. 55. Hospitality background. Guy who sees empty space the way a hotel manager sees an unused ballroom. Pure lost revenue. To him, community enhancement and making money were basically synonyms. He spots this regional thing, the Upstate Harvest Festival. Craft fair. Outdoor market. Draws 4,000 people a year. Fairgrounds 2 miles away. Parking had been a nightmare for 3 seasons straight. Victor slides in. Pitches overflow parking on adjacent land at $20 a pop. Festival folks say yes because they're desperate. And Victor? He just presents himself as the guy with authority. Problem was, the land was mine. He had zero right. Zero. I don't know when he decided my field was fair game. But I left the house at 8 that morning. Field empty. Quiet. Just hay swaying in the breeze. I come back at 10:15. 80 cars already parked. Neat rows. More lining up. Yellow vest guy at a folding table. Cash box open. Gate propped with a damn concrete block like he owned the place. I sit in the truck on the county road. 30 seconds. Staring. Engine idling. Then I ease forward. Park on the shoulder. Walk over. Guy's maybe mid-30s. Cheerful. Thinks he's crushing it today. I ask, who authorized this? He grins. Palmetto Ridge HOA. All set up with the landowner. Totally legit. I look him dead in the eye. I'm the landowner. And I didn't set up a damn thing. His face. Man. It's like watching a computer reboot. Stammers. Wait. I tell him calm, stop taking money. Call whoever hired you. Now. Then I walk back. Climb in the truck. Dial Gerald Oates. My old partner in Charleston. Guy I'd trust with my life. Still practicing. Picks up second ring. I describe the circus in my field. He's quiet a beat. Then just, Anderson, you know exactly what to do. I chuckle. Yeah, just wanted to hear your voice first. He laughs. Call me when it's over. And that's when the machine started turning. First call, Greenville County Sheriff. Unauthorized commercial activity. Private property. Second, upstate recovery. Towing outfit I'd used before. Can you get 4 trucks here by 1? Owner doesn't even hesitate. Done. Third, Dennis Ford. Appraiser I'd worked with forever. Be here by 2. Document every inch. Photos. Measurements. Damage assessment. Fourth, Victor slayed himself. Number right off their website. He answers all brisk. Event manager confident. I introduce myself. Owner of the field he's monetizing. Give him one chance, shut it down. Clear every car. Fix my gate. Come talk restitution. In person. Within the hour. Tell him sheriff's coming. Tow trucks rolling. Appraiser inbound. 30 minutes. That's his window to get in front of the freight train. Or get flattened. He mumbles something about miscommunication. We can work it out. I cut him off. 30 minutes. Click. He never showed. What he did instead. Phone calls. Frantic ones. Trying to manage from afar. Like distance and volume could stop what was already in motion. Spoiler, they can't. Not when the deputy's en route. Tow trucks dispatched. And the guy who owns the dirt is standing at his own gate with 30 years of case law humming in his veins. And a free Saturday afternoon. Deputy rolls up at 11:40. Young guy. Professional. I walk him through it. Deed on my phone. Photo of the gate closed from Tuesday's fence check. Screenshot of their own event page, map and all. My field proudly labeled overflow parking under Palmetto Ridge branding. Deputy takes it in. Walks the perimeter. Talks to Yellow Vest. Who spills, yeah. HOA hired me. Victor's the contact. Deputy calls Victor. Short. Pointed. Victor admits he set it up. Thought he had rights. No signed anything. No permission. Deputy hangs up. Looks at me. No agreement. This is criminal trespass under state law. Issuing a verbal warning now. Any more collections? Citation. Cash stops at 12:17. By then, 114 cars sitting pretty in my hay. I lock my gate myself at 12:23. Own padlock. Click. 4 tow trucks rumble in just after 1. Dispatcher coordinating. Systematic. Professional. Over the next 3.5 hours. 114 vehicles. $185 each. Standard private property tow rate. $21,090 before storage. Every penny legit. Because South Carolina law says if your car's on my dirt without my say-so, I can have it removed. And the owner pays. Victor finally shows at 2:15. 40 cars already gone. Rest in progress. Crowd of festival folks milling around. Some yelling into phones. Some just stunned. Watching their SUV get tilted onto a flatbed. Victor walks up. Surveys the chaos. Looks at me. I can practically hear the mental calculator overheating. No good number comes out. There's been a misunderstanding about authorization, he says. I nod. That's one way to put it. My attorney'll have another. He asks, can we stop the tows? Work something out? I tell him tows are legal. Proceeding. Any working out goes through lawyers. His guy should call Gerald Monday morning. Hand him the card. Turn. Walk toward the house. Dennis finishes his assessment by 3:30. Report brutal, compacted soil over 60%. Tire ruts in the hay. 14.2 to fix. Reseed. Remediate. Before next cut. Photos. Measurements. The works. Sunday morning Gerald calls. I'd send him everything. He's quiet. Then, exposure's massive. Trespass. Unauthorized commercial use. Restoration. Plus disgorgement of their $3,000 plus. And here's the kicker. Those vehicle owners? They've got claims too. Misrepresentation. Towing fees as damages. Could get ugly for the HOA if even a fraction pursue. Tuesday. Gerald files civil suit against the association. Victor personally. Trespass. Appropriation. Economic damages. Attorney fees. Plus a consumer affairs complaint for the false advertising to festival and drivers. Then, the twist nobody saw coming, not even me at first. 93 of those 114 owners paid up fast. Got their cars back within 48 hours. And 31 of them, 31, lawyered up. Filed separate claims, small claims, civil actions, each one chasing reimbursement for that $185 tow bill. Because the HOA had sold them a parking spot they never had the right to sell. 31 separate lawsuits. Same facts. Same evidence. Piling on top of my case. HOA's insurance carrier sees the freight train getting longer. By week 5 they're begging for a global settlement. Anything to avoid defending one big suit plus 31 little ones. All with the same damning paper trail. Negotiations. 6 weeks. Gerald said it was the cleanest he'd ever done. Other side showed up ready to pay. Just haggling the final number. My settlement, full restoration. Full fees. Double their parking revenue as damages for unauthorized commercial use. They didn't fight it hard. Vehicle owners, global deal. Tow fees reimbursed. Small extra. Still stung. Total bleed? Biggest community enhancement, disaster in Palmetto Ridge history. By miles. Victor hung on 4 more months. Budget gutted. Recall petition circulated. Neighbors furious their dues jumped to cover cars getting towed because of his bright idea. Recall passed 68%. Out he went. Tuesday night in February. New president, Patricia Good. Lifelong resident. Calls me the next week. Straight shooter. We've hired property counsel. No more initiatives without clear authority. Your fence is your fence. We get it. I thank her. Say I look forward to boring neighbor status. We both laugh. That tired. Relieved laugh when the worst is finally in the rear view. Field got fixed. October recede. Soil work. Next spring. Green again. Full yield. Dennis's follow-up. Clean bill. I stood there one April morning. Coffee in hand. Watching new growth. Thinking back to that September Saturday. Cones. Sign. Yellow vest. $200 collected while I was 8 miles away buying feed. Here's what 30 years taught me. The hard way for some folks. Private land law ain't fuzzy. Not when the deed's recorded. Trespass caught live. Deputy. Appraiser. Tow drivers. 31 pissed off drivers all saying the same thing. They told me it was legit. Victor saw open space. Thought available meant mine to use. It doesn't. Open belongs to somebody. And that somebody might just have a Rolodex full of people who know exactly how to make you regret the assumption. The tows? Not revenge. Not escalation. Just the mechanism. The only clean way under the law to reclaim my ground. Document the violation. Force accountability. Polite talk wouldn't have done it. The trucks did. Now. Field's quiet. Gate locked at dusk. Opened at dawn. Hay grows the way it's supposed to. No cones. No signs. No strangers turning in like they own the place. And if anybody ever drives by, sees that open land, gets ideas, well, they should know the guy who owns it kept his old partner on speed dial. Towing company in contacts. And a 30-year habit of protecting what's his. Some lessons cost other people a fortune. But damn, they stick. So, tell me, has anybody ever treated your land, your space, your anything, like it was just there for the taking, because it looked empty? How'd you handle it? Quick and clean. Or did it drag? What do you wish you'd known going in? Drop it below. I read every one. Maybe we all learned something. And if this hit home, share it with anybody who owns dirt next to folks who might see opportunity instead of a boundary line. Because the deed, man, the deed always answers that look. Every single time.